Hello and welcome. My name is Alicia Waters. Thank you for joining me for this shorter practice, which I call a low, slow, juicy hip flow. And it is more of an intermediate practice, not necessarily beginner. So go at your own pace. If there's anything that doesn't feel good to you, just leave it out. We'll start in downward facing dog. And as you arrive in downward facing dog, deepen the breath. If there are any little movements that you would like here, pedaling the feet or swaying the hips from side to side like you're wagging a tail, feel free. Come back to center, and on an inhale, lift up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, bring them gently to the earth. Inhale, dip the belly down to the floor, look up. Exhale, untuck the toes and sit back to Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, round the spine to come forward. And exhale, bend the elbows, lay all the way down on the belly. Inhale, pull the heart forward through the arms, reach the toes back, cobra pose. And exhale, return to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, roll up high onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees gently to the earth. Inhale, belly dips down, tailbone and chin lift. Exhale, untuck the toes, sit back to Balasana. Inhale, roll forward, rounding the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows to lay down on the belly. Inhale, heart forward, shoulder blades together, cobra pose. Exhale, return to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And on your next inhale, come up high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to the earth. Inhale, arch the spine, open up the front body. Exhale, untuck the toes. Sit back in child's pose. Inhale, round the spine, shifting weight forward into the hands. Exhale, bend the elbows, lay onto the belly. Inhale, shoulders back, heart forward, Bhujangasana, legs strong. Exhale, all the way to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a full breath out. With your next inhale, start to round the spine and roll forward to high plank. As you exhale, soften the knees, hover them off the earth, and sweep the hips up and back to down dog. Inhale, lift between the shoulder blades to round forward, and exhale, soften the knees down, sweep the hips up and back. Keep going with your own breath. The next time you come back to down dog, pause there. Step the feet in slightly. Walk the right hand to the middle of the mat. And then reach the left arm back and across for the outer right ankle, heel or calf. Turn to look up under the right arm and root firmly through both feet. Gently release the left hand, walk it forward, and switch sides. And look forward, bring the right hand to meet the left, walking the hand shoulder width apart again, and bring the knees down to the earth. Step the right foot back, spin the heel down, and then lean into the left hand, reach the right arm up to the sky. Take a big breath in here, open across the chest. And as you exhale, right hand forward over the ear and then down towards the earth. Inhale, circle the right arm back up to the sky. Exhale, over the head and down. One more big circle with your breath. This time as you inhale, reach the arm up and then bend the elbow to bring the hand to the back of the head. Lean back into the hand, press the hips forward, roll the heart to the sky. Watch the lower shoulder, the left shoulder, that it doesn't roll forward. Keep the shoulder blade on the back. And keep this gentle back bend as you release the right hand, lift the right leg, and then bend the knee to hold the outer ankle. Gently pressing the foot into the hand, tailbone forward, open the chest. One more deep breath in. And now listen carefully as you exhale, curl the belly in, reach the right leg forward, forward, forward to step to the front of the mat. Settling yourself into Ardha Hanumanasana, flex the toes back to the shin, then inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, soften the elbows and fold. Inhale, reaching long, tailbone to crown. Exhale, fold. A few more with your breath. The next time you lengthen the spine, pause there. Bend the front knee, plant the palms, tuck the back toes under, and step the back foot in so that you can straighten both legs with the back heel easily on the floor. Ekapada Uttanasana. Plant the feet, roll the outer right hip back. You can do a little self-adjustment if you like. And then once again, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold down and hold. You can stay with the hands here. You can walk them back on the mat, or you can reach back and interlace the hands behind the back thigh. This can be a helpful variation so that you can press the thigh back into the hands, bringing more weight into the back foot. Take one more deep breath in and full breath out. Release the hands down to either side of the front foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine, plant the fingertips, and as you exhale, lift the foot off the floor. Harder than it seems. Inhale, set it down, lengthen the spine. Exhale, curl the belly to the chest, lift the foot. Take 3 more rounds with your breath. If the foot doesn't get off the floor, it doesn't matter. You can pretend, or you can use blocks under the hands. And on your last round, plant the palms, step the left foot back so you can sweep the right leg straight up into 3-legged dog. Take a few ankle circles one way and then the other way. Turn the toes straight down to the floor and pulse the heel up to the sky till you feel the hamstrings engage, maybe the glutes engage. Take one more deep breath in, lift the heel, squeeze the back of the right leg, and exhale, step the right foot down next to the left. Inhale, come high to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees to the earth. Inhale, dip the belly down and look up. Exhale, untuck the toes, sit back into child's pose. Inhale, round the spine coming forward, and exhale, bend the elbows, lay down on the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the heart through, cobra pose. Exhale, all the way back to down dog. Steady the breath, lengthen the spine. Reach the thigh bones back. On your next inhale, lift up onto the toes. Exhale, bring the knees to the earth. And then the left foot steps back. Spin the heel down, lean into the right hand and reach the left arm up. Hold for one more breath here, pressing the right palm into the earth, opening across the chest. And on your next exhale, reach the left arm forward and then down to the floor. Inhale, circle it back and up overhead. And exhale, circle forward and down. And keep going with your breath. The next time you inhale and reach the arm high, pause. And then bend the left elbow, bring the hand to the back of the head. Lean back into the hand, open the chest. Keep the right shoulder blade on the back. And then keep that gentle back bend as you lift the left leg into the air, bend the knee, and hold the outer ankle. Press the foot into the hand, tailbone forward, knee goes straight back, don't let it lift too high into the air. One more deep inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the heart to the sky. And as you exhale, curl the belly in, keep the left leg off the floor. Sweep it around, 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 thigh to chest, thigh to chest. Come to Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften the elbows. Think belly to thigh as you fold. Move with your breath. And next time you lengthen the spine, pause there, bend into the front knee, tuck the back toes, straightening both legs, Ekapada Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, deep crease on the front of the left hip, folding forward. You can leave the hands where they are. They could also be on blocks. Walk them back. Or if you did on the first side, interlace behind the right thigh and press the thigh back into the hands. Keep drawing the outer left hip back. Feels so nice. Bring the hands forward on either side of the foot or to blocks. Strong fingertips into the earth. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, hover the front foot off the floor. Inhale, step the foot back down, lengthen the spine. Exhale, push into the floor or your blocks and hover. Good. Keep going with your breath. Building strength. Thinking of drawing the thigh bone up into the hip socket. One more. And then plant the palms down, step the right foot back, sweep the left leg high into the air, three-legged dog. Circle the ankle a few times, both directions. And then reach through the left heel, toes toward the earth, and start to pulse the heel up to the sky. Engaging the back of the left leg, feeling the hamstrings turn on, the glutes working. Take one more inhale, lift the left heel, squeeze the back of the leg, exhale, left foot meets right. Inhale up to the toes, exhale, bend the knees to the earth. Inhale, dip the belly down to gaze up. Exhale, peel the toes back, sit into child's pose. Inhale, roll forward. And exhale, bend the elbows, come down to the belly. One inhale to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. One long exhale to downward facing dog. You could stay here in down dog, or if you'd like, roll through for a vinyasa with chaturanga. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, lower down to hover. Inhale, sweep the heart through, flip over the toes. Exhale, push the floor away, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Deepen your breath, bringing more weight back into the feet. And then inhale, lift the right leg high into the air. As you exhale, open the leg to the side, circle it down behind the left foot, across the back of the leg, and inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale, way out to the side, down towards the floor, behind the left leg as you inhale, circling back up. One more big circle with your breath. And this time as you exhale, look forward, step lightly between the hands. Lower the back knee and turn the foot out on a diagonal. Gently rock the hips from side to side. And then find stillness, lean into the left hand. With a deep inhale, reach the right arm up and over, bend the back knee, and hold the foot. If the foot isn't in the hand, just reach back for the back of the mat. If the foot is in the hand, press the foot back to roll the heart towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, slow to release, bring the right hand back to the earth. Inhale, puff the heart forward through the arms. And as you exhale, start to circle the hips back towards a Ardha Hanumanasana variation. Inhale, circle forward. Doesn't matter which way you circle first. Just take 3 big circles of the hips. And the next time you come forward, switch direction. See if you can get really lost in the movement here, lost in the sensation. And the next time you come forward, choose to either stay on the hands, come down to the elbows. You could put the elbows on a block. So if you want to come a little lower for lizard pose, it's always a good option. And again, see if you can become totally absorbed in what you're feeling, your breath. The subtle sensations happening in the body. If you'd like to come down a little bit lower, turn the elbows to the side, stack the hands, and rest the forehead on the back of the hands. For the last few breaths here, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and then take a few pulses up and down with the hips. Lower the back knee gently. Lean into the left elbow or the left hand, whatever's on the floor. Reach the right arm up and around. And once again, bending the back leg, optional to hold the foot. Press the foot back into the hand and roll the heart to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, gently draw the foot towards the hip and bow forward, holding here. Deep, full breaths. Gently release the back foot. Bring both hands to the earth. And then shift the hips back. Turn the right toes forward so that the legs make like a box shape. The front knee is right over the ankle. The hips are right over the back knee. So you're making kind of a square shape with the legs and the floor. And then bring both hands inside the right foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and exhale, soften the elbows, bow the forehead towards the floor. Twice more with your breath. On the third round, stay down. Option to bring the elbows to the earth. Just let the head hang. Here, if you're feeling a lot of heat in the body or a lot of sensation that you'd like to release, you can take a few rounds of a lion's breath by breathing in deeply through the nose, exhale, sticking out the tongue and roaring through the mouth. Come back up onto the palms if you're not already, and then turn the back foot to the side so that the lower leg is parallel to the back of the mat. And then crawl the front foot forward, straighten the front leg. Lean into the right hand, reach the left arm up. And maybe reach the left arm over. Deep side stretch. For an optional deeper variation, bring both hands back to the floor. Scoot the right foot in so that you can lift the right heel. And now duck the right shoulder inside the right thigh. Plant the right hand outside the foot. The left hand crosses over the ankle to the outer edge of the foot, and then lean into the right hand, lift the right foot off the floor. So you could stay right here, or start to press the right heel forward, 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 maybe turning to look up under the left arm. Take another deep breath in. Wherever you are, exit slowly on the exhale. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice the difference between the left and right sides. And choosing to either remain in down dog or flow through a vinyasa. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, sweep the heart through, straighten the arms. Exhale, lift from the hips. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in and a full breath out. With your next inhale, lift the left leg high into the air, and as you exhale, sweep it open to the side and down. Cross behind the right ankle, inhale, sweep it back up. And exhale, open to the side and down. One more big circle with your breath. And this time on your exhale, look forward and step lightly between the hands. Lower the back knee, heel toe the left foot to the left, and turn the toes on a diagonal. Take a few breaths, rocking the hips from side to side. And then shift your weight into the right hand. Take a deep breath in. Sweep the left arm up and over to the back of your mat. You can stay right here or bend the back knee. Hold the foot and turn the chest to the sky, pressing the foot back into the hand. Wherever you are, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take one more deep breath. And exhale, release the foot gently if you're holding. Turn back to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, start to circle the hips back. Inhale, circle forward. Doesn't matter which way you circle first. Just take 3 big circles of the hips. And the next time you come forward, switch direction. See if you can get really lost in the movement here, lost in the sensation. And the next time you come forward, inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, bow down, coming onto the elbows if you like, elbows to a block if you like. Letting yourself become absorbed in your own sensation here, absorbed in your breath. For right now, nothing matters outside of your own experience. If you'd like to go deeper, turn the elbows to the sides, stack the hands, and lower the forehead to the backs of the hands. Any variation you're in, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Strong lift of the knee so the back leg is really fired up. And then take a few pulses of the pelvis up and down. Lower the knee if it's not already, and then lean into the right elbow or hand. Once again, sweep the left arm up and over towards the back of your mat. Option to bend the back knee. Take a hold of the foot. Take a deep breath in, open the chest, lean back. And if you're holding the foot, then look down towards the earth. Gently draw the foot in towards the hip and hold here for a few breaths. You still have a hold of the foot. Release without flinging it back. Bring the hands onto the floor and press yourself up. Draw the left foot back so that you make that square shape with the legs on the floor. So the knees, both knees are at right angles. And bring the hands inside the left foot. Take a deep inhale, glide the chest forward, and as you exhale, soften the elbows, forehead towards the earth. Inhale, chest forward, long spine, and exhale to bow. And again with your breath. And then let the head hang down low, either staying on the hands or coming onto the elbows or elbows to a block. So this is a slightly different variation of lizard pose. You will probably feel it in a different part of the hip. And just let that be. Remember your option for lion's breath here if you like. One more deep breath here. Release any tension in the face, the neck, the shoulders. Make your way back up onto the hands if you're not already. Turn the right foot back behind you and reset the knee so that the shin is parallel to the back of the mat, and then straighten out the left leg. You find what feels good to you. Lean into the left hand, reach the right arm straight up. And then option to reach the arm over the ear, deep side stretch. You could stay right here enjoying this stretch. If you'd like to find or play with the deeper variation, bring your right hand back to the floor, slide the left foot back so that you can lift the left heel, and then plant the left hand on the outside of the foot. The shoulder is ducking inside the thigh. Right hand comes across the ankle, holds the outer edge of the foot, and then lift the foot off the floor. So you might stay right here. You can also start to press the heel forward, maybe looking up under the right arm. My leg is slipping down my arm. This is a thing that happens. This is a modification, if you can believe it, of Vishvamitrasana. If you're playing with any variation, slowly place the foot back on the floor and make your way into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And your choice to stay here in down dog, or with your own breath, flow through a vinyasa. When you return to down dog, steady your breath, lengthen the spine, shift weight back into the feet. Then step the feet together so the big toes touch. Inhale, lift the left leg into the air. We'll go left side first, turn the toes to the side and bend the knee. Maybe you can look up under the right shoulder for the left toes. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, look forward. Left foot steps between the hand. Bring both hands inside the left foot. Turn to face the long side of your mat. Heels in, toes out. And then start to walk yourself back and forth on the mat, Skandasana. Try to keep the soles of the feet evenly planted and pressing down. The next time you come to center, lift the hips up and turn the feet parallel. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold down towards the earth. The hands can stay right where they are. They can walk back through the legs, fingertips pointing behind you. If tripod headstand is in your practice, I'm not going to show it because I don't like to teach it online, but if you have it already strong in your practice and you want to take a tripod headstand, feel free. If you're in tripod, start to slowly lower back down. And then everyone walking the hands underneath the heart. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, turn yourself forward to the front of the mat. Plant the palms and step back into downward facing dog. Deep inhale, full exhale. And always the choice to stay in down dog, or with your next inhale, roll forward. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga, hovering. Inhale, sweep the heart through, straighten the arms, knees stay lifted. Exhale, press the floor away, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Step the feet together so the big toes touch. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air this time. Turn the toes to the side and bend the knee. Look under the left shoulder for the toes. Take one more deep breath in. Lift the right knee up and back. And as you exhale, look forward, step lightly between the hands. Turn to the long side of your mat, hands inside the feet, heels in, toes out, and Skandasana back and forth on the mat. Now that the hips are nice and open, we can try a variation. When you walk towards the back of your mat, towards the left foot, stay there, sink the hips down, and turn the right toes up to the floor. So if that doesn't work for you, feel free to stay with normal Skandasana. Otherwise, open the left hand out to the side, lean back into the left leg, and reach the right arm up to the sky. Take another deep breath in. On your exhale, right hand to the floor and switch sides. Walking towards the right foot. Turn onto the left heel, scoop the right shoulder inside the right knee, right hand out to the side, and then reach the left arm up to the sky. Take one more big breath in, open the chest. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Walk back through Skandasana towards the back of your mat, and then start to turn to the back of your mat. Keep turning until the toes face the other side of the mat, and sink the hips down to the floor. Hold the left knee in the hand. Take a deep inhale, squeeze the chest to the left thigh, and as you exhale, just bow your forehead towards your knee. One more deep breath out, give the knee a little squeeze. And then as you inhale, lift the hips, plant both hands, walk yourself all the way back through Skandasana towards the right foot. Once again, turn the toes, this time to the front of the mat, and then to the other side of the mat, both sets of toes, and start to sink the left hip down towards the floor. And let the left hip come all the way down, hold the right knee. Take an inhale, hug the chest towards the knee. And as you exhale, soften around the spine, forehead towards the right knee. Just rest here, becoming absorbed in your breath. Fully present in the moment, feeling your body from the inside out. One more deep exhale, give the right leg a little squeeze. And then as you inhale, turn to look forward, lift the hips, plant the hands, and step back. Downward facing dog. You can stay here or flow through one final vinyasa, inhaling to roll forward, exhaling to lower down and hover. Inhale to sweep the chest through, belly strong. Exhaling back to down dog. Deep breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift up high onto the toes, and exhale, bring the knees to the earth, walking the hands back to high kneel. Keep the toes tucked under for support, hands to the hips. And then with an inhale, squeeze the elbows together, lift out of the low belly, heart up and back, gazing up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, lift through the heart to come up. Untuck the toes and sit back on the heels. Close the eyes and feel what's happening in your own body. Make your way back up to kneeling. Option 4, hands on the hips again. Or hands to heart, a little more challenging for the core. Again, toes tucked under provides a little extra support. Then as you inhale, lift from the heart center up out of the belly. Lower back stays long as you turn to look up at the ceiling. Maybe this time you start to look back behind you. With an inhale, lifting through the heart to come up, and then untuck the toes, sit back on the heels, and close the eyes. Become available to the sensations in your body, the way you would make yourself available to listen to a dear friend. Come back up to the knees for one last round of camel pose, either hands to hips or hands to heart. Option to take arms overhead if you have hands to heart. With an inhale, scoop the chest up, lift out of the belly, leaning up and back like you're back bending over a big beach ball. This time, if you'd like to add a little extra challenge, extra weight with the arms, bring the thumbs to the forehead. And then start to reach the hands back and overhead towards the floor. Inhale to lift up, leading with the heart, and then sit back on the heels, close the eyes, and feel. Very gently shift your hips off to one side, sweep the feet around, and walk the feet in close, and then hug the knees to the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. Lower the nose or the forehead towards the knees, curl yourself into a tiny little ball. One more big exhale, squeeze the knees in like you're giving yourself a big hug. And then make sure there's space behind you on the mat. Inhale, reach the arms forward, and exhale, roll all the way down onto the back. Scoot the hips over to the right side of your mat, tailbone behind the right heel, straighten the left leg, and then draw the right knee across the body. Open the arm to a cactus arm or straight out from the shoulder. And take a few breaths here, just letting the body melt into the earth. Take one more big inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the lungs. Hold it in for a moment and sigh it out through the mouth. And draw the right knee back into the chest. Roll onto the back. Scoot the hips through the center of your mat and over to the other side. This time straighten the right leg and draw the left knee across the body. Open the left arm to a cactus arm or straight back from the shoulder. And let the body settle down into the earth. Take one more deep inhale here, filling the belly, the lungs. Hold the breath in for a moment and then sigh it out through the mouth. Draw the left knee back into the chest, roll onto the back. Scoot the hips to center. If there's any last movement that you need to feel settled, take it now, and then when you're ready, extend arms and legs into Savasana. Let the body melt into the earth. Let the breath wash over you. And take a few minutes of stillness to absorb the benefits of your practice. Start to bring the breath deep into the belly. Waking yourself up, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes. With an inhale, reach the arms overhead, a full body stretch. And then draw the knees into the chest. Roll gently to your favorite side and press yourself up to a seat. Find a comfortable seat and draw the hands to heart center, closing the eyes, taking a moment to honor yourself for showing up just as you are to your practice today. Giving thanks for the breath, the body, and the opportunity to practice yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I'll see you next time. Namaste.